Assalamualaikum, I'm Umi Nurul Farahi, matric number 261599. So I'll present about the introduction of Farm Fresh. Farm Fresh is Malaysia's first dairy product that based in Lakin, Johor. Its dairy farm is situated in Muazzam Shah Pahang. It was founded by Mr. Lui Tuan Ee, who loved agriculture and nature. Before that, Farm Fresh is also known as a Holstein Milk Company that was a packaging industry. Mr. Lui has taken his risk to dispel the myth in Malaysia that Malaysia can produce its own dairy product by importing 60 cows from Australia. He also asked help from his old friend and Khazanah National to be the investor in Farm Fresh company. And now, Farm Fresh is successfully to produce about 1 million bottles per day.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nur Adam bin Sazali. My matric number is 267983. We choose 5 products that we want to export, which is chocolate milk, Nubian goat milk, kurma milk, soy drink and yogurt drink. Why we choose this product? First of all, milk is a drink that's suitable for both adult and children to drink. Calcium is an important mineral for healthy bones and teeth, muscle movement and nerve signal. Next is, we choose Nubian goat milk as a substitute product because we aware that cow's milk is not suitable for some other people's needs of the body. Not only that, we also choose fresh soy milk as a substitute product because it brings a different taste for non-dairy product. It also delivers some benefits such as lowest risk of heart disease. Last is, Malaysia and Singapore has a similarity culture such as lifestyle and food trend. We believe that the product that we want to export can fulfill the customer demand and needs. With the highest technology to produce the product, we believe that the product will come up with highest quality and can enter the market.
Why we export to Singapore? There are a few reasons. First, because of a major business hub. It's a business-oriented state with strong economy and is a major regional hub for multinational companies. Moreover, it's also world's most prosperous state with strong and stable economy and worldwide links. Moreover, Singapore is also a leading state in ASEAN and driving ASEAN growth economy. Singapore also known as the ASEAN Economic Tiger. Next, location. Singapore is situated in Southeast Asia region, which is Malaysia neighbours. There are no extremely different between Malaysia and Singapore. There are no presence of barrier language where they are using the same language, which is Bahasa Melayu, English and Mandarin. So lastly is culture. Singapore is a world top list corruption. The corruption in Singapore is strictly illegal and firmly under control. Next, Singapore infrastructure is well developed. The transport system is efficient, safe and punctual, which made easier to deliver our product to Singapore. Moreover, Singapore has allowed tax-free for 3 years by reducing the overhead costs. And lastly, Singapore has the lowest tax in world with range 0 to 70% only.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Azhar bin Shanil and my matric number is 267826. Today I would like to explain about our company, which is Farm Fresh Sdn Bhd. Farm Fresh Sdn Bhd was chosen because it's one of the major dairy product in Malaysia. The company keep increasing achievement every year and make it one of the famous dairy product in Malaysia. Farm Fresh has also expanded its business going throughout the Asia such as Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia and also Thailand. Next is the element of product decision. First is product attribute, which has a country of origin, naturalness, package size, package type, richness and also the price. The second element is branding. Then the third one is labeling. And for the last element of product decision is product support service. Okay, next is product specification and safety. For sure, in Malaysia, we use Food Act 1983 and the Food Regulation 1985 of Malaysia is the backbone of food legislation governing various aspects of food safety and quality control. The Food Safety and Quality Division, which is FSQD, of the Ministry of Health, MOH, is charged with the implementation and enforcement of the law. Here is rule and regulation, food industry in Malaysia. First is Food Act 1983. The second is Food Regulation 1985. The third one is International Standard. The fourth one is ISO 9000. And the last one is Halal Certificate from JAKIM.
Hi, I'm Tan Siu Hoon. My matrix number is 263078. Now I'm gonna present about export market selection. Basically, export market selection is known as the very first and important step for companies that are planning to export their products to foreign markets. Before choosing the most suitable market, it is important for the export manager or person in charge to know what the company needs from the export activity. By choosing the right market, company can avoid wasting time, energy, and even money in choosing a wrong location. There are three factors that we have considered in selecting Singapore as our export market. First, stable political condition. Singapore provides a strong sense of security and comfort for entrepreneurs and investors. Singapore has almost no corruption because of the efficient judicial system. Low crime rate in Singapore provides a high degree of personal safety. Secondly, world-class infrastructure and connectivity in Singapore make them to become one of the world's leading hub ports. As a proof, many existing companies use Singapore as a destination for goods distribution. There are some examples on the slides. Thirdly, Singapore provides open business environment. Free market economy in Singapore attracts foreign direct investment and technology transfer from developed countries. Next, we choose reactive market as our market selection process, where our products will be displayed on the supermarket and grocery in Singapore. We want customers to see our physical products and know how it looks like. Other than that, we will also advertise our products on television to let people know the existence of our brand. Furthermore, we also open an official YouTube channel to post with some videos about company's background, important and benefits of consumptions of milk. Moreover, our company aims to expand market globally. With high level of infrastructure development in Singapore, it helps us to expand customer base and increase sales and profits. We can also create new customer base by selling products, and when we reach target, we can invest in and launch new products. Since we produce goat milk and Singapore has high demand on goat milk, it is an opportunity for us to expand our market to there. We're full of well-educated talents in Singapore. It gives us chance to build a skillful team that can help us in business management. From this, the company can gain competitive advantage and improve our company's reputation.
Singapore, which is located in the Southeast Asian region, and for the distribution area, we would like to choose all area in the country, as we would like to for the customer to have accessibility to our product. For the demographic, we target the whole society for our product because milk is essential and could be enjoyed by all age group. Milk also provide health benefit, and beside raw consumption in Singapore, they also use milk in cooking and other things. For psychographic, in Singapore, people lack the habit of drinking milk because milk is perceived to be a product that is mostly consumed at home, and they also live a fast-paced society life, and eating out. They used to eating out, and that make less consumed by people. So we would want to turn this perception out with our better packaging and accessibility to our product. And at Singapore, milk drinkers mostly would choose milk to drink fresh milk over UHT milk, even though fresh milk is considered inconvenient due to its storage requirement and short lifespan. And we find that we need to more need to be done to educate the consumers on the similarities, benefit, and the convenience of UHT product that we offer. And for the behavioral, we target family as whole. We know that children in Singapore drink milk but not their parents, so we target family as a whole. And we found that in a research, half of Singaporean adults rarely consume milk and likely to ignore its health benefit. And some also do not consume it because they dislike the taste and feels that milk is not part of their culture. And we have To enter this market, we have diversified our milk product with different flavor to suit the taste of the market.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Dura Amaini Abdullah. Now I'll be presenting about what type of entry mode that FarmFresh take to do a business in Singapore. Okay, basically FarmFresh choose exporting as an entry mode to do a business in Singapore. Export is a simple form and first step for a company to begin their global expansion. It is also a traditional and well-established method. So Singapore is known as a highly competitive and has a high cost of production. To minimum the cost of production, so FarmFresh choose export as entry mode to do a business in Singapore. The method that used by the FarmFresh is direct export, which is FarmFresh selling their goods directly to a customer in Singapore. So this is a simple entry strategy that's suitable for a company that want to expand the market share and minimize the profits. Why direct exporting is because FarmFresh can control all manufacturing process, avoiding the risk associated with production in Singapore. And also with a direct exporting, it can leave the market cheaply and easily when they don't want to do it anymore, and it's helped FarmFresh acquire information about the trade in Singapore and able deciding whether to invest in facilities in Singapore or not. And Singapore is readily accessible and has similar regulation and custom to Malaysia, so direct exporting is the best way to choose when doing a business there.
My name is Kang Ai Queen and my matric number is 262264. Cost is one of the factors of pricing decision. The basic expenses type are raw material, sales, transportation, and packaging. FarmFresh use price penetration strategy. This strategy to attract consumers with low price of the product in the market for limited period of time. This strategy that FarmFresh use to sacrifice immediate profit to build long-term relationship with buyer. FarmFresh also use psychological pricing to attract Singapore consumer to buy their product. In this situation, odd pricing is certain price or odd number just under round number to make the product more appealing to attract buyer. For example, the actual price of 1 liter of fresh milk is 7 ringgit 85 cents is instead of 8 ringgit. Most consumers will focus only on the first number. This strategy encourages buying. Next is market demand. The market condition determine the price limit. If the demand for good is great, this will bring the greatest profit. Basic factors that determine how the market evaluates product in foreign market include demographic factor, custom and tradition, and economic factor. Third is competition factor. Several methods to conduct fingertip analysis and continuous monitoring of the manufacturing company product quality and value relative to competitor. The cooperation also must include packaging method and export of such product in the global market. Legal and political influence. The main function is to restrict the company freedom to set prices strictly based on the economic consideration. In addition, foreign officials use the price guide as a standard for providing foreign exchange to foreign buyers. Last factor is company policies and marketing mix. Export prices are affected by organization, past and current company, and also the management concept. Ideally, all long-term and short-term decisions must be regarded as interrelated and interdependent. Prices are also affected by distribution channel, promotional policies, and
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurhanis Umairah with matric number 26257. I will be presenting about the promotions and marketing communications. First, I will explain about the marketing communication strategy. Marketing communication strategy are important to deliver marketing message to the consumer through the right media. It is also fundamental to generate high overall profits and drive sale to the company. To expand our business to Singapore, we will do some marketing communication strategy to promote the product. So there are a few steps. First, we need to find a list of possible media by widening the list of all media and advertising strategy that can be used. We need to analyze one by one the methods by format, distributions, frequency, and cost of editing. Next, we need to choose which media that can improve and reach the audience potential by choosing the right media resources. So in selecting the media, we also need to determine whether the potential media can hit the intended audience through the chosen media.
Then we need to the evaluation of trade-off, which means the assessments of sale with the cost, the impact on the prospect of the advertisements, and the length of the advertisements affect the sale. After analyzing the cost and advantage of different style and combination of media, the creation of media calendar is the final step of placing the medias in a calendar format of the years. This approach will alter the customer status and specific sale characteristic. So next is promotion strategy. Promotion strategy are the key that can put the brand or product on the market, getting people to know more about the product that offered by our company. So we use advertising to promote our product in Singapore. Advertising is defined as any paid message placed in the medium. We can advertise our product through social media, televisions, or radio. By this platform, we can reach the target audience and can stay engaged to the consumer. And we also can broaden the market and increase our sale. So next is sponsorship events. Sponsorship event can help our company to enhance our public image and increase our credibility. We should attract more people by sponsoring more events, since Farm Fresh Company is one of the company that has sponsored an event in Malaysia. So we will have the opportunity to promote our product during the events and can bring the sample of the product to attract the audience. Lastly, we can do sale promotions to attract consumer to purchase our product. Sale promotion are designed to increase product availability in our company. In this strategy, we can make a competition or contest that can encourage consumer to buy our products. By this strategy, we can attract new customer towards our product and attract them to buy our product at the point of the purchase. Therefore, thank you.
Exporting budget. Budgeting is the process of making strategy to spend the money in it. Getting the timeline allows the exporter to determine in advance if they have enough resource to do the item they would like to do. Raw materials, machine and computer, and transportation in cost are part of the cost of the good purchase. The one of the company's biggest outlays is advertising and marketing spending. These are typical short-term liability that are involved by the vendor and added to the account payable. The aim of this initial budget was to allow the organization to do an analysis and preparation that is needed to establish a sustainable marketing strategy.
For our company export financing, we choose open account because we can seek capital investment funding to ensure that when waiting for the programs, we have access to the production and credit funding. We also choose documentary collection, and we would prefer the site draft where where we is allowed to charge the specified amount of the draft at site via documentation against the payment. And we also use letters of credit because a letter of credit have great clarification on the transaction, and it also would clearly describe all the products or service supplied. And we also use cash with order because no credit transaction are involved and the order is easily completed. And at the time of order are placed, customer pay a percentage of the price instead of the entire sum to cover the related risk. And this not only makes all parties responsible for the deal, but also include the risk of the consumers obtaining goods of poor quality. And lastly, we use working capital financing to support the expenses including our payroll, leasing, loan payment of our company.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Azranas bin Arifin. My matrix number 267818. I would like to talk about the export process and procedure. Okay, for the introduction, we use multimodal as our transportation. And second point, we use full container load for our delivery our goods. Okay, the next slide is document preparation. So the first point is importer. Importer need to issue purchase order. Second point is exporter. They need to prepare documentation such as invoice, packing list, shipping instruction, and lastly permit. The next point is shipping agent. They need to submit freight quotation and finalize freight charges. Next point is permit issuing authorities. There is therefore approval export permit. And lastly, forwarding agent receive information for release cargo and they need to prepare K2 form. This is second part is inland transportation and handling. First point is shipping agent. Shipping agent need to issue shipping note and send container moving order to the forwarding agent. Second point, they need to booking pre-advice to the port and depot operator. And last point is when they have released the container, they need to send the criteria to the exporter. The next point is haulier. Haulier will receive request for delivery and container moving order. Second point is depot. Depot will release empty container and will use the same haulier to deliver container to the exporter warehouse. Haulier need to update details to port system and shipping agent. Next point is exporter. When exporter receive the empty container, they need to stuff and seal the container tightly when they have put the goods into the container. The next point is also haulier. Haulier need to prepare container dispatch analysis and they need to update seal number to port system. Last point is port operator. Port operator will receive shipment through online system and they will verify its booking information. And last point is they will stack the container at the container yard. This is third part, which is custom clearance and technology control. First point is receive K2 form through SMK DNT system that used by custom. Second point, K2 form will pass to PIA for approval. Third point is risk assessment system will vetted high risk cargo. And fourth point is non-high risk cargo. Non-high risk cargo is totally different to the high risk cargo because it will be easier. The fifth point is custom will receive duty payment and release the cargo. And the last point is custom will update to port operator on K2 form for release information. This is the last part, which is port and terminal handling. For the ship, the first point is port operator will load the container onto the ships. Second point is shipping agent will send export manifest after departure of vessel within 7 days. And the last point is forwarding agent will be paid the charges and they need to collect the bill of lading. And second point is MITI and chambers for approval of preferential and non-preferential. To apply preferential, they will apply through MITI, and for non-preferential, chambers will entitled to give the non-preferential that we apply. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Next is export risk. Is there export risk in Singapore when doing business there? So basically, Singapore offers one of the most secure and stable business environment, and Singapore provides free trade zone, has the least level of corruption, most stable political system globally, and has an efficient, business-friendly regulatory environment. According to the World Bank, Singapore is ranked second out of 190 markets, have a strength in trading across the border and investor protection. So Singapore is relatively a calm country and has a minimal risk. So there is no such high risk in political, economic, and social.